Hoot hoot. Hello, curious minds. You're listening to STEM with Dr. Owl, where big questions turn into fun adventures.
Hi, I'm Emma, always full of questions and ready to explore.
Ziggy here. I know a zillion facts and 0 ways to share cookies.
If you like our show, please share with a friend, a teacher, or your whole class.
Oh, your neighbor's cat.
Dr. Owl, this strawberry swirl-tastic ice cream is the best thing in the whole world. It's so creamy and cold. It's like eating a fluffy frozen cloud. How does plain old milk and sugar turn into this? It must be magic.
Stand back, Emma. My flavor analyzers are engaged. Detecting coldness, sweetness, and penguin footprints.
Penguin footprints? Ziggy, you're so silly.
It is the only logical conclusion. My data shows a penguin must have delivered this from a secret ice cream volcano at the South Pole. Case closed. Biz-tastic.
Ho-ho. While I would love to visit an ice cream volcano, Ziggy, the real story is a little closer to home. And you're right, Emma. It feels like magic, but it's actually some very cool science. It all starts with 3 main ingredients: milk, cream, and sugar.
Ooh, the yummy stuff. But that just sounds like sweet milk. How does it get so thick and creamy and frozen?
An excellent question, Emma. That's where the science magic comes in. To turn our sweet milk into creamy ice cream, we need to do 2 very important things at the same time. Make it super cold, really fast, and stir it all up. This whole process has a special name: emulsification. That's a big word, but it just means mixing things together that don't normally mix easily, like the cream's fat and the milk's water.
Emulsification. Mixing things together. I'll remember that. So we freeze it and stir it. Got it.
Precisely. Now, let's play a little guessing game. What do you think is the secret ingredient that we stir into the ice cream to make it light and fluffy, instead of just a hard, frozen block? Is it A, tiny, invisible marshmallows, B, powdered sunshine, or C, air?
Tiny marshmallows sound yummy, but I've never seen them in my vanilla ice cream. I think maybe air? That sounds a little silly, though.
It's definitely powdered sunshine. That's what makes it so bright and happy. I tried to catch some once. Zap! It was very difficult.
You're right, Emma. The secret ingredient is air. The process of stirring the mixture while it freezes is called churning. Churning whips lots of tiny air bubbles into the mix. Without air, you'd have a hard, icy brick. With air, you get soft, scoopable ice cream.
Wow, so we're eating air. But how do you make it cold enough? My freezer at home makes hard ice cubes, not soft ice cream.
That is the trickiest part. We need to get the mixture below the freezing point, which is 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit. But we have to do it in a special way. Think of it like this. If you just put the mix in the freezer, the water in the milk forms big, spiky ice crystals. It would feel crunchy, not creamy.
I know this one. You use a super cold laser beam. Freeze-o-matic.
Not quite a laser beam, Ziggy. We use something much simpler. Salt. Here's a fun fact. Adding salt to ice actually makes the ice colder. The salt lowers the freezing point of water, creating a super chilly slush that can freeze the ice cream mix quickly.
Salt makes ice colder? That's so weird. So the fast freezing and the churning work together?
Exactly. The churning keeps the mixture moving, so those spiky ice crystals don't have time to grow. They stay super tiny, so tiny that your tongue can't feel them. All you feel is smooth, creamy deliciousness. And guess what? This is an experiment you explorers can try at home with a grown-up. It's called ice cream in a bag.
An expery thingy? Science-tastic? Do we need beakers and gizmos and blinking lights?
Just 2 plastic bags, one small and one large. Here's what you do. 1. In the small bag, mix a little milk, sugar, and a splash of vanilla. Seal it up really tight. 2. In the big bag, put a lot of ice and a good amount of salt. 3. Now, put the small sealed bag inside the big bag of ice and salt. 4. Finally, put on some gloves or use a towel because it gets very cold, and shake! Shake, dance, and wiggle for about 5 to 10 minutes.
So the shaking is the churning, and the salty ice is making it super cold really fast.
You've got it. When you open the small bag, you'll have your very own homemade ice cream.
Shake-a-bot is go. Wiggle, waggle, work, clank, shake. My circuits are getting frosty. Science-tastic.
Settle down, Ziggy. Before we go, I have one last trivia question for you both. What do we call that funny, ouchy feeling you get in your head when you eat ice cream too fast? Is it A, a snow headache, B, an ice cream ache, or C, brain freeze?
Oh, I know that feeling. It's brain freeze.
Brain freeze. It happens when my central processor gets too chilly. It makes me want to calculate. Blueberry pie. Bleh.
Brain freeze is correct. It happens when the super cold ice cream touches the roof of your mouth, which is full of nerves. They send a super fast, cold signal to your brain, which causes a brief, ouchy headache. The best way to fix it is to press your warm tongue against the roof of your mouth.
So today, I learned that ice cream is made with milk, sugar, cream, and secret air. And you need to churn it and make it super cold with salty ice to keep the ice crystals tiny. It's not magic, it's science.
The most delicious kind of science. Keep wondering and keep exploring, everyone.
And keep inventing. My next flavor will be peanut butter and rusty bolt ripple. Science, yum.
That was so much fun, Dr. Owl. I hope all our explorers had a great time too.
Hoot hoot! We loved having you with us. If you don't want to miss our next adventure, follow us on your favorite podcast platform.
And if you know a friend who loves exploring too, share our podcast with them.
If you have a question or a topic you want to learn more about, leave us a comment.
See you next time.